Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Wednesday, 12th of June. In this update, Joe Biden's son Hunter has become the first child of a US president to be convicted of a crime and could now spend up to 25 years behind bars. The ABC's Olivia Rubin says Hunter Biden appeared to accept his fate as a jury found him guilty on 3 felony charges related to lying about his drug use when illegally buying a gun.
He went around and hugged his legal team, and then he immediately went behind that barrier to grab a hold of his wife and hug his wife.
A sentencing date is yet to be announced. A fuel retailer's applauding the Commerce Commission for raising awareness about prices at the pump ahead of the removal of Auckland's fuel tax. The Commission's calling out retailers who lag in dropping prices at the pump, saying it's costing motorists millions each year. It says it's a timely reminder with the Auckland Regional Fuel Tax being removed at the end of this month. Waitomo Group Chief Executive Simon Parham told Mike Hosking they can't wait for it to be scrapped.
We thought it was poorly thought out, rushed in tax at the time, and it's just created complexity for our customers and for ourselves.
Cantabrians are again being asked to consider emergency department alternatives for non-urgent needs as seasonal illness hits. Sunday saw their busiest day of the year with 437 patients, while last week averaged 405 patients a day. An elderly woman waited 12 hours with patients in beds and corridors and by desks due to the lack of cubicles. Health NZ's Seasonal Pressure Senior Responsible Officer Becky Hickmott says they're encouraging other options such as Healthline and pharmacies where possible.
Because elderly and children who are incredibly unwell, those are people that we do not want to wait.
And St John Ambulance is advising some people, particularly those with non-urgent conditions, they may wait longer for an ambulance over winter. With a rise in COVID, influenza and other seasonal illnesses, there's increased demand for ambulance services. Greens co-leader Chloe Swarbrick says climate change delay is the new denial. The government has announced legislation to stop agriculture from being added to the emissions trading scheme from 2025. Polluting companies buy credits through the market in exchange for emitting. Agriculture Minister Todd McClay says the coalition is still committed to National's campaign pledge of pricing farming emissions by 2030. And Swarbrick says farmers are among those hit first and worst by climate change.
In Hawke's Bay, where the clean-up is currently still happening as a result of the climate change charged weather events last year.
Field Days has expected more than 100,000 visitors over the week, with its largest international turnout in 5 years. Today marks the first day of the agricultural event's 56th year at the Mystery Creek Event Centre. And in sport, coach Andrew Webster hopes the Warriors remain New Zealand's lone NRL League team for a few more years, despite bids for a Christchurch-based side. Kayla Johnson's ANZ Premiership netball comeback for the Mystics could continue in Saturday's derby against the Stars. She will train with the side until Peta Toeava is fit. Pakistan have eased to a 7-wicket victory over Canada at cricket's T20 World Cup. And England football manager Gareth Southgate expects the European Championships will be his final act in the role if they don't win. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.